Huzzah! Welcome guys and gals. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like. I am Dashing Dust. My name is Nick. I just recently started doing some YouTube shorts that can only be about a minute long, and I gave you the information that I hope that you needed. Some old school writing right here of CGC, CBCS that is located on the Shortboxed app. I gave you the deal of the day. I gave you some DC books. I gave you some Dynamite books. And I know it is very difficult right now to be a loyal DC fan. It's really difficult because they've gotten rid of so much, but I am soldiering on. I'm trying to do my best to stay loyal to DC. But in general, I'm staying loyal to comic books in general. And I figured I just hit my birthday, might as well just try it. It might seem a little boring. Just try to get that information out there. I'm not Fire Guy Ryan. I'm not Comic Tom. I'm not Jim Mint. I'm not Golden Age Guru. I'm not the sensei that is Russ, even though I would bring him a latte. I am just me, not Comic Drake. I'm not the DC Queen. Natalie, where you at? I'm not Skeleton Key. Again, I am just me. My dad has always told me, just be me. Find yourself, be yourself. And that's what I'm doing right now. Again, I thought it was kind of boring to do, but I just went ahead and did it. And again, I wrote down all this information. I could do about 4 to 5 books at a time. I was able to do the longest of about 6, but I got to rapid fire through that just to make that minute and make it at least eligible for you all to understand me. Apologies in general for looking back and forth. I'm looking at myself and looking at the camera. And I wanted to show you some of my graded books. I have about, I think, 4 CBCS graded books. Never thought I would actually get into graded books at all, but I actually do like them. 2 or 3 of them I actually have a raw cover, so I can actually still open it up and read it. But I actually have some that are graded. Majority of them are CGC. I figured I'd go every other week and purchase at least 1 book. Try to get as much value as I think. I don't flip books. There's a lot of people out there that do flip books. I do not. I would like to go on adventures with people. If I can find you, if you can find me, and we can go on an adventure together. I don't make a lot of money, not yet. Hopefully, let's see what YouTube does for me. Let me see what I can do for YouTube. And I just wanted to show you my first ever signature that I ever got. Fire Guy Ryan, you're probably not going to like this, and I do apologize because you, for whatever reason, you don't like this guy, but that's okay. That's your opinion. We're all entitled to our own opinions. I wanted to show you, and also I think Fire Guy Ryan, I think you and I would be great friends, but that's at another time. Shortboxed, where you at? I would love to be on a production with you. You just got my friend Natalie, and I would love to be there for you guys' setup and just be a part of Shortboxed. So hit me up if you think I'm interesting enough to be a part of your crew. Honestly, I'd really appreciate it. But enough of that. We have a first ever signature that I have. And I was definitely weary about this after I looked at it. And because I wouldn't normally do this. If this was my own book and I got slabbed, I probably wouldn't do this. But I bought this off of Shortboxed app. Check them out. This is a CGC signature series of Hawk and Dove #1 by DC Comics from October of 1988. It is signed by Rob Liefeld right here. He signed it right there. This is a #1. He happened to have signed it in March of 2021. So that's the only thing that I'm a little iffy on. Regardless, I still like this book. It is an 8.5 white pager. I'm still trying to understand the whole white page, off-white. I think I had in one of my notes. Let's see. Where do we got you? Let's see. Off-white to white, cream to off-white. Still trying to understand that. Trying to understand the lingo of canon and recon or redcon. I'm trying to understand all of that. It's a lot of information that for some people it's there. For me, it takes a little time, so I am sorry if I'm a little slow on that. And I apologize for segues. but this is still a pretty good book, still a good, interesting piece. I will never sell this unless things get really, tough. My intention is to never sell this at all. This was for me. Next from that is a character I've seen in Marvel a few times. I absolutely do not remember this character at all. It's basically like so DC has a character called Ambush Bug. Marvel has a character similar to this character too, called Impossible Man. So this character is called the Awesome Slapstick. So this is an 8.0 CGC white pager from November of '92. Slapstick #1. It is, because it has the barcode, I believe that is a newsstand, and if it was a direct copy, it would be the little picture. But I actually thought that was, different. I figured that if it was a direct copy, it would have the barcode because it's in a store, and you got the little scanner thing. And then I figured that the direct copy was with the little sticker or with the little triangle, whether it had Spider-Man, Captain America, or it was blank. I figured that was the direct copy, because that would be on like the magazine stands in places like New York and Washington, D.C. That's just me. All right, next up, I have a recent copy that I got. This book came out in 2008 in September. If I had known about comics, which I did, but I wasn't really that into, I was just kind of slowly getting back into comics. I read them as a kid, but I didn't really collect that many. And I didn't really read that many. I had a small collection, probably, like, if you know what a phone book is, probably like 4 phone books worth of comics. I really didn't have much. If the majority of them, people always say, when they list superheroes, they always say Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. That's pretty much what I had. I had other characters such as Ghost Rider, Black Widow, Catman, Batman and Robin, just Robin. I had a few of those books. So when I saw this online on the Shortboxed app, I went ahead and got it. This is Joker Asylum #1 from September of 2008. And it literally just says the Joker. So I believe this is the 2nd volume. I'd have to check. 8.5 white pager. It's a really beautiful copy. It says direct sales right there. I probably would sell this one. Again, none of my books are for sale right now. It would be just small things like the Rob Liefeld one. Again, I'm going to keep that for as long as possible. This is still a good book. This one I got because I absolutely wanted it. So much, down arrows, down thumbs. It's always something that is negative towards this character. And I've liked this character for a while. I got reintroduced to the character upon my reading and upon my watching of Justice League Action on reruns through YouTube, which is what we're on. And that is the Fury of Firestorm, the Nuclear Man. This one happens to be the first appearance of Felicity Smoke, which I thought she looked different. Because I believe it was Variant Comics, but I can be corrected. Let me know in the comics and you can correct me. I believe she was a different color, but she had just like a small panel roll. I could be easily mistaken. Let me know in the comments if I am, because that's what the comments are here for. It's here for updated information, positive comments, negative comments that at least make sense, not just trolling. But I've been wanting this for a while, definitely since the Arrow TV show came out, because the character that played Felicity Smoke just leveled up this character so much. So I liked that I got it. I enjoyed Arrow. I didn't watch the last 3 or 4 episodes for a long time because I didn't want it to be over, but I know it is. And people are always right now of how Marvel is doing the variants. We don't know who did it first, but DC/CW Arrowverse, not the CW verse, Arrowverse started it, I would say, in the last few years because they went to different Earths. They have the House of Wells, and I think that is just something that needed to happen in the Arrowverse. Maybe not so much the Flash, but I did enjoy the Flash. Definitely recommend trying to get this book if you can. I would like to get a raw page of the cover, but I also want a raw, book of this, whether it's a 1.0 or a 0.5. As long as I can open the book and read it. Pretty sure if I were to crack this open, I could read it, but as right now, this is something I will never sell. From that, we have To Show Some Love to Batgirl. Even though this is a Batman book, showing some love to Batgirl. This is a CGC 7.0 graded white pages of Batman Gotham Adventures #1 from June of 1998. You got Batman, you got Robin, you got Nightwing, and you got main girl herself, Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. You also got a lot of the villains on the back panel there. I don't know if they ever did. I hope they did. That they got rid of the Bat family right here, got rid of the name, the #1, the logo, and just had the background of the characters. I would like to definitely see that, because on the back here, it is a gap thing. So, but this is a really good looking book. I've definitely liked this art. That's definitely what made me get into liking Batman. And to continue with DC Adventures of anything, I have a #1 8.0 white pager, Superman Adventures from November of 1996. Superman Adventures #1, WB Kids on there. And look, see, it has the back cover. This is what the Batman cover definitely needed. It was a back page. This is absolutely beautiful. I would like to get 2 books of a raw copy of this so I can put the front cover in a frame and the back cover in a frame and put that on my wall. Then I have another Firestorm book. This is the Fury of Firestorm #1 from June of 82. This is a 9.2. If I can get the painter's tape. A lot of people have been sending me books with painter's tape. Glad it's not gaff tape, but whatever. This is a #1 9.2 Fury of Firestorm from DC Comics. Look at this cover. The glass is clean, which is definitely helpful. The book is literally so beautiful. I was really surprised to see this online for a 9.2 and the price that it was. I'd have to go back on the Shortboxed app just to be sure how much I paid for it. All right, so I have more comic book slabs. If you want to see it, let me know in the comments. This is Dashing Dust. I will continue to do some more Shortbox news updates. I might try to dig into some Key Collector, but we all know we all got some good people such as Comic Tom and Jim Mint and Fire Guy Ryan that will show us updates of what's going on Key Collector. But that's my channel right now. Just wanted to show you a few slabs that I actually have, not just giving you the news, even though I will continue to do that on YouTube Shorts. I wanted to actually show you some of my current slabs. I am Dashing Dust again. Huzzah! It is Comic Book Wednesday. Technically, in my state at this time, it is technically Comic Book Wednesday. It is Wing Wednesday. It's Women Crush Wednesday. It's Wonderful Wednesday. Call it a wildstorm. Let's get through this day. Let's hunt some comics. Let's make it wonderful enough. It's a Wonder Woman day, after all. Wonderful day, Wonder Man, whatever you want to call it. I know, DC, Marvel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Dashing Dust signing out.